Hello and greetings from Eastern Europe, my name is ColbyRHD and this time I present you a list of the best realistic medieval games. Realistic means that I try to pick games without magic, without dragons and without any other paranormal stuff. That also means that in this list you will not find Witcher, Gothic or Skyrim. For those games I'm already making another list, and now enjoy. Kingdom Come Deliverance. They call it Skyrim without magic, and I can see the resemblance quite easily. Here you are Henry, the son of blacksmith. Your peaceful life is shattered when the mercenary raid ordered by King Sigismund burns your village to the ground. Along the way,
raping and pillaging
everything you loved. Fate and the need of revenge drags you into a raging civil war where you help fight for the future of Bohemia. That's, as far as I know, is Czech Republic. Game has mostly positive reviews on Steam, meaning that a lot of bugs and glitches of the past were fixed and the game is good to play. For Honor. By reading recent reviews on Steam, I realized that this game is not as good as it was before, when I played it immediately after the release. The worst thing in here is a toxic community. All kinds of degenerates who can't get any achievements in life gathered there and spread their hate. For a serious gamer like you, my friend, this toxicity is a bad thing. If I want to be a bit intoxicated instead of games like this, I choose vodka. Do not play this game if community is important for you. Otherwise, it's a fun game. Just slash and hack the Schaltibarche along with the intestines out of your opponent. It's good, it's refreshing, only when you win, otherwise you're gonna rage. Mountain Blade Warband. It is time to assemble your own band of hardened, rapey warriors. Lead your men into the battle, expand your realm and claim the ultimate prize, the throne of
Caladria.
But what if you don't care about Caladria? What if the Caladria is not the most important thing to you? I know that most of us can't live without Caladria, Jesus. But let's imagine that you want to play in a realistic historical period. What then? Don't worry, there is probably a mod for that. In example, I am Lithuanian and I was curious if I can fight for medieval Lithuania or against it, and yes, I can. This is the siege of capital Vilnius. I have no idea why it's located in the desert, trees weren't invented back then I guess, but the fact is, if I could find in the first try the thing I've searched, you probably can do that too. A Plague Tale, Innocence. Here you will take control of young Amicia and her little brother Hugo in a journey through the darkest hours of history. Hunted by Inquisition soldiers and surrounded by unstoppable swarms of rats, kids struggle to survive against overwhelming odds. Game is really grim. Dead rotten bodies lay everywhere and rats. Those creatures can and will eat anyone alive who do not carry a light source. This is a bit unbelievable, along with the fact that 15 years old Amicia can kill enemy soldiers with her bare hands. But anyway, the atmosphere in this game is grim and dark, and that is amazing, keeping in mind all those airy-fairy gay unicorn games people used to play these days. Medieval 2 Total War Definitive Edition. What can be more medieval than a game that has medieval in its name? Well, this can. Sadly, these do not exist, so all we have is Medieval 2 Total War. You probably know Total War series already. Here you have an army, you have an opponent's army, and you have to position your troops in the best way possible, because positioning is the main thing here. Everything else is just a micromanagement. Definitive Edition includes all DLC and feature updates since the game's release. Kingdoms is the most content-rich expansion ever produced for a Total War game, with 4 new entire campaigns centered on expanded maps of the British Isles, Teutonic Northern Europe, the Middle East and the Americas. A great game. Age of Empires 2. This is one of the best real-time strategy games ever created. Here you can choose from 18 civilizations spanning over 1,000 years of history and head online to challenge other players in your quest for world domination throughout the ages. Of course, if you are new in this multiplayer thingy, you will be crushed and shattered, just like your hopes and dreams. 2019 November 14. It is the date when Definitive Edition of Age of Empires 2 will be released. Keep an eye on it, because it will bring lots of new features, 4K resolution, fully remastered audio, a new never-before-seen campaign, The Last Chance. Everyone can sign up for a beta in official site right now. I don't know about you, but I'm really excited about this game. Chivalry Medieval Warfare. When I bought this game, I played it for several hours non-stop. I have great internet, so anyone with the slower connection died from my swings like bleeding pigs just because of the lag. I felt like a combat god. But that's only lasted until some really talented players with good internet speed connected to my server and I started to die a lot. That I didn't like, and because I had no intentions of becoming a pro gamer, I just left the game and never came back. Now game still has the same problems. If your internet is slower, you're gonna die no matter of your talents, and ranking system is weak, so if you're new, you're gonna be hacked like a potato in the potato salad. Also, like in For Honor, the community is quite toxic. You will feel unwelcome here. That is stated by many comments on Steam. Take a look. So, if you want to play it with your friends. Don't dive in this alone. Crusader Kings 2. A game for slow thinkers. No real-time combat, no splattering blood, just plain politics. A real gem for Civilization fans, I should say. Game is made so well that on Steam it holds 23,000 reviews and the verdict is very positive. Crusader Kings 2 is set in medieval Europe with parts of Africa, the Middle East and India as well. Here you take a role of a ruler and try to make it to the very top of the world's hierarchy by diplomacy, scheming or brute force. An example, you can marry your enemy's daughter and become friends with an otherwise hostile country. Together with new ally, you attack another country which was too strong for you to take on alone, and then you backstab your new ally and occupy his country. So basically here you will find a gameplay that really makes you feel like a medieval ruler you deserve to be.
And now it's the time for you to press that like button and subscribe to my channel. I'm not kidding, this is a real medieval offer. If you subscribe, the next time I'm making bowl of delicious CHIVALRY, I will think about you.
Assassin's Creed series. In fact, this is not a true medieval game because here you are brought back to past from the future in the forms of memories of your ancestors. That sounds complicated, I know, but all the past part is really legit. From this game I have learned how ancient cities have looked, and some historic events mentioned in game stayed in my head way longer than those abstract things we learned in boring history lessons at school. I remember virtually walking in the Paris in Notre Dame Cathedral before it catch the fire this year. It was a majestic experience. If you count spin-offs, there are literally more than 20 Assassin's Creed games out there, so it can be hard to choose the best one. Not all of them are medieval, so if you're looking only for medieval games, choose wisely. But I do recommend for you to try Assassin's Creed 2, Brotherhood, Syndicate, Black Flag, Origins and Odyssey. Anno 1404. A nice combination of construction, economy, discovery, diplomacy and combat. Here you can create your own nation, with a unique blend of simulation and real-time strategy as you journey across the globe to explore, trade and learn technologies to expand your empire and to make your own history. Anno is set in the year 1404, so everything you'll do here gonna be very medieval. So take those medieval resources, build some medieval houses and manage those medieval workers to make very medieval city with everything medieval in it. And now, it's the time for some wisdom words.
Don't ever forget to wipe your Anno after the biggie.
MORDHAU. This is basically another Chivalry, but a bit better. It's a PvP hack and slash which resembles medieval Counter-Strike. You play from a handful of pre-made classes or you can make your own against other players in a variety of modes, ranging from simple team deathmatch to large-scale battles, complete with horses and siege weapons. Game has really amazing combat, but like Chivalry, it gets old really quick. Also, what do you think the community is here? Nice and caring people or toxic degenerates? So, without community, game is 9 vodkas out of 10. Would definitely recommend. And with community it's way less vodkas. And the final number isn't even 10. It's like 1 vodka out of 69 or something.
Terrible.
Stronghold Crusader HD. Not every game has overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam, but Stronghold Crusader HD is a proud owner of such achievement. Sequel of original Stronghold, Crusader throws you into historic battles and castle sieges from the Crusades with great AI opponents, 4 historical campaigns and over 100 unique skirmish missions. Game is really simple, and that simplicity is a great thing because new players can learn the basics real quick and enjoy the game with all of its benefits. That is, until your castles are destroyed and you're like,
What happened? This game is overpowered.
For people like that, we have a really popular saying in Lithuania: blogam šokėjui ir kiaušai trukdo, meaning a bad dancer is bothered even by his own testicles. Very wise words. Banished. In this city-building strategy game, you control a group of exiled travelers who decide to restart their lives in a new land. They have only the clothes on their backs and a cart filled with supplies from their homeland. The townspeople of Banished are your primary resource. They are born, grow older, work, have children of their own, and eventually die. Keeping them healthy, happy, and well-fed are essential to making your own town grow. Building new homes is not enough. There must be enough people to move in and have families of their own. Game is quite relaxing, so if you are tired of battles, or let's be fair, battles are not your strongest side, Banished is the game of your choice. Beautiful landscapes, season cycle, calm music, and several bottles of vodka is everything one can need to chill for a few days. Total War: Three Kingdoms. When I was teenager, I just loved Chinese movies about brave warriors and their epic battles. So when I saw Total War: Three Kingdoms, I was immediately hooked. All the memories of those movies came back to me. This is the first Total War game to recreate epic conflict across ancient China, and it's made very well. Game has the potential to be the best Total War game if they manage to support it for a long time. But I should say that this game may be difficult to get into for Total War fans, because we are spoiled by the mass variety that Warhammer games offers. Nevertheless, game in some aspects overshines even Warhammer. For a totally new gamers, it can also be challenging, because learning curve is really steep. Otherwise, it's a great game with epic campaigns and battles. Knights of Honor. One of the best strategy games I have ever played. It doesn't look like that, but it can truly hook you up for hours and hours. Here as king, it is your duty to lead your people in their struggle to raise your kingdom from its humble beginnings to a position of power and prestige. War, diplomacy, and economy are the means by which you increase your power and expand your influence. So here you can conquer whole Eastern Europe, and all the secrets of making the best vodka can be yours. Use them wisely. Also keep an eye on Knights of Honor 2 Sovereign. It will be released someday in 2020. And now some honorable mentions. Lords of the Realm 2 and Tsar. Old but great games, still worth of your attention. And now I want to invite you to join my Instagram, Twitter, and especially Facebook page, where I post not only my own videos but also links to free game offers.
Join now, why wait?
Also, I expect you to press that like button, because there is not a single chance that you watch till this moment and you don't like what you're seeing. Have a nice day. Bye.